What's up everybody? Welcome back to another Rad and Dad channel video, or welcome if it's your first time. Either way, very glad to have you. Roll that intro so I can get out of this really awkward position that's hurting the crap out of my neck and somewhat kind of choking me as well. We'll be right back.
Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a
So you saw the thumbnail, we have a new seat, but before we could even unpack the new seat and put the new seat on and gawk and awe and stare and take Instagram pictures and TikTok videos, we gotta get this old seat off. Now I will be the first to say the old seat on this bike, the stock seat that comes from factory, is actually pretty darn good. It's very comfortable. The styling is actually not bad at all. Huge passenger spot, really good squishy driver spot. Comes with a available backrest opening for the driver that you can buy from the factory. The material is not super grippy, but it's also not as slippery as the stock ones used to be. Like I said, overall pretty good seat, but there's no fun in leaving stuff stock, so we gotta take it off. It's a Torx 27. If you still have the factory rear seat bolt, it's 27 for that as well. You are gonna also need to remove for this kind of grab, I forget what they call it, but it's not a grab handle, it's this grab thing. Anyway, you'll see because I'll move you guys closer, but let's take it off. All right, so, I mean, I guess you guys already know because you saw the thumbnail, but we went with the honeycomb. And we went with the dark gray. It's not silver, went with dark gray. Now I felt, and then obviously the carbon fiber, you know, kind of finish on there. I felt like this would kind of be the best color scheme for this bike. The color scheme that I am currently trying to do, obviously the dark purple with the stock tins, but I'm gonna try to make this a carbon fiber and black kind of accented bike. So the dark gray on here, although it is not black, is gonna really accent, you know, as far as the dark tones really nicely, I feel. And it's just gonna really kind of tie everything together. And also it makes the honeycomb kind of pop out a little bit better than black, and it's still pretty dark. I will get the backrest out of there, but backrest just clicks in there. You don't have to use the backrest though. I will also get my phone out, take a picture of a stock seat and a road sofa seat as far as rider position and height, and try to get that as completely similar as possible. So let me do that now, but otherwise to put the seat in, there's basically this little tab. Let me move you guys down a little bit so you can see here. So to put the new seat in, just so you see, there's this kind of tab that sticks out from the tank, and there's this hole in the stock and the Saddlemen seats. Just make sure you align that kind of hole in there and push it far forward, and then it just sits down and you put whatever thumb screw or stock Harley Davidson screw. Now I do have a thumb screw coming from Thrashin. I'm not gonna do an install video on just putting a screw in, but for the time being, I'm gonna put the stock screw back in, and there is the seat. Huge, very squishy passenger spot, huge, very squishy driver spot. But also narrower than the stock seat. So I'm really excited to hop on this and kind of give it a test ride, but review video will come later. Let's go the stock and road sofa pictures so you guys can see what the riding position and triangle looks like, you know, between the two, the differences. I'm really happy with the way the seat looks. It feels really nice. Again, for reference, well actually I don't think I said it. I'm 5'7", license says 5'8", but we keep it real here. I'm 5'7". I will say you could definitely feel that it raises you up a little bit. Nothing crazy, and it really doesn't, at least in my opinion and how I feel, it really doesn't affect flat footing the bike, like where your feet land on the ground. And the reason is because it's so much narrower. It is so much narrower than the stock seat. So even though it definitely sits you up higher and you don't like feel like you sink into the bike, also partly because you have this kind of 90-degree backrest back there, or not even the backrest, but just the angle of the seat back there with your lower back. So that's part of what makes you feel like you sit kind of more straight up instead of kind of slouch into the seat, almost like a banana style shape like the stock seat. But because it's high, you would lose ground touching, you know, ability. But it's so narrow that your legs are able to go farther down, closer to the sides of the bike instead of farther out, which gives you back that feeling, you know, or not the feeling, but the ability to kind of flat foot on the ground and touch the ground. So in my opinion, it really is essentially exactly the same as far as ability to flat foot and all that. It does also follow the lines really nicely with these side covers. It just fills in that same angle just perfectly with it. It looks really good. It is super comfortable, even just sitting on it for a few minutes. Again, long-term review will be out, but I have no reason to believe that anything from Saddlemen is going to be less than perfection. They're killing the seat game. They have so many different options, and I really, really, really like this honeycomb. I'm very excited to test this out and you know, display it off for everybody to see. But the passenger side, like I said, is just super squishy. Technically speaking, you probably could put that stock, let me see if it'll even fit. May not, because this might be a little bit too wide. Nope, too wide, so I take that back. You can't put the stock one back on, which is fine because it doesn't match anyway, and just get a backrest. There's no real reason to have that. You got bags, you can put hat in the bags. You don't really need that for any reason, but like I said, it's very good. You can tell the back of it is about an inch, maybe an inch and a half thicker as far as going up-wise than the passenger spot on the stock seat. But yeah, and the backrest is adjustable. You can adjust it more forward, you can adjust it more back. It's got these different detents. You can click it up so you can have it farther up or lower down. For me, I'm shorter, so the farthest down position works fine anyway. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super happy with the seat. Saddlemen's doing these different colors in stock, ready to ship at a lot of different distributors, so check them all out. I'll put the link in the description for everything like I always do. The build series playlists for all of my bikes, this bike and the MT07, my two current bikes, are included in that, but additionally my lowrider ice, my two Sportsters, the Honda Grom when I had it, all the different bikes, they're always in the description. Coupon codes you can use on this seat and other products, a lot of other products, as well as affiliate links that help me out, and also just good people, reward them for helping us out in the bike community. Everything's in the description. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, everything. It really does help me. Let me know what you think. Instagram is the easiest way to talk to me, to have a full conversation versus just a YouTube comment, but either way, I really would appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Until the next time, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.